Hey, welcome to episode of Cider Saturday with me, Chad of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continuing with the Wicked Grove mix pack from Aldi. This one's Wicked Grove Bellini. Bubbly and fruity cider inspired by the fresh and fruity peach cocktail. 5% ABV. 170 calories in this can. I can't tell the age on this can. Is that February of this year or is that some kind of weird Julian date? I don't know. Anyway, pour it into the glass, and coming out of the can, it looks almost clear. Once it's in the glass, it does have like a slight greenish yellow kind of hue. I would call that brilliant clarity. No foam, but it's a cider, and that's pretty normal. You can see carbonation just streaming. Yeah, it's just streaming. Not quite champagne effervescence on this one. I will say, it does smell like peach juice. It's funny, I actually had a peach tea monster for lunch, and it smells the same. I'm sure it's whatever natural flavors that they're using, whatever the peach extract is. Probably a lot of the same companies use it. I can smell the sulfites, or maybe not the sulfites, the tannins, it's like kind of astringent taste, but it smells juicy, it smells very inviting. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Wow. So this one is much sweeter than the pear secco, and maybe not quite as sweet as the mimosa. But yeah, it tastes as advertised. It just tastes like peach cider. I'd say peach is actually probably dominating, overriding the cider flavor. Kind of like what the mimosa did, just a lovely peach. I will say it does taste authentic. It does say that they just use natural flavors and not, we used 1,000 pounds of peaches in every barrel, or, it doesn't say that. So I'm inclined to believe it's just kind of extract flavoring, but I don't know how, but they made it taste authentic. It doesn't just taste like, peach monster. The natural or base cider, I should say, is there. It's, kind of on the lighter side. I would not call it's not tart. It's not, sour or acidic. It's on the sweeter side, obviously. Well, I feel like it might not actually be a sweet cider per se. It's just like, as I've said many times on the show, whenever you taste anything that's fruit flavored, it's just your brain associates it with sweetness. Because this is so peachy, kind of juicy, you just think like, oh, this has got to be like a sugar bomb, but it's really not. Okay, there's 11 grams of added sugar in here. All right, so that would explain it, yeah. 22% of your daily serving. 16 grams of carbs. So, yeah, I mean, even though there's a lot of sugar in here, like it's not as sugary as like a Coke or Pepsi or something like that, or a Snapple for that matter. It's a pretty well... I don't know, it's kind of like a nice balance between some kind of like RTD, which all these Wicked Grove ciders have basically just been RTDs, ready to drink, like a canned cocktail. So this one has a nice kind of peachy flavor. It's sweet, but without going overboard. It doesn't taste fake. It's really easy to drink, I would add. Body's probably about medium, maybe medium light, but the carbonation is fairly light. So it doesn't have like this kind of champagne effervescence. You can just like suck this right down. I would call it fairly refreshing. Aftertaste is pretty peachy. Even though it smelled, tannic, but I'm not getting any, tannins in the flavor. No sulfites. It doesn't taste like sulfur. Really tasty and easy to drink and cheap. What's not to like? I know. Again, it tastes a little bit more, like I said, like an RTD than a true cider. But that being said, I like it. I'm not a cider judge yet, so the cider snob in me hasn't come out. But yeah, I really like this. It's probably the best one I've had so far. So I'm going to give an 8 out of 10 to the Wicked Grove Bellini. My only complaint is it's not strong enough. It's only 5%. I think they could make this like, 8 or 9. I think it'd still be good. All right, I'm Ramblin'. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.